Hello everyone, it's Christine with Pretty Spirits, here to do your full moon reading. This full moon in December hits on the 7th and it's the full moon in Gemini. This full moon is all about going after what it is that you really, really want. Not settling, being relentless, but also being very, very aware of things that may come your way, and it may feel like it's your goal achieved. It may feel like it's the right person for you or the right career leap forward, but really take time to observe and to ask the right questions. This full moon is saying don't move too fast, don't be in a haste to achieve, but instead be very, very strategic. Ask people for what you need. Don't be bashful when it comes to taking up the resources that you need to move something forward. And by resources, I mean time, and energy as well. If you have to take back your time from people that you normally give it to in order to achieve a certain goal, then set that boundary. If you can't give them your ear in a specific way, maybe they leaned on you emotionally, but you can't be that for them because you have to save it up for yourself. It's okay. This full moon is saying it's time for you to be honored and to have all of the goals, the dreams, the desires that you've held close to you over the last year. It's time for them to have the space to come to fruition. Let's go ahead and pull from the Cord Cutting Edition Oracle. This can be found on our website at prettyspirits.com. I love this oracle. I've used this before on this channel. It's about release and bringing forward new behaviors, new actions to have a healthier alignment with what it is that's important to you. So a healthier alignment means that instead of overdoing something or overcompensating, we're going forward in a balanced way. So we need to cut unhealthy habits, unhealthy thoughts in order to really align with our mission. Let's see what's happening with this full moon energy in Gemini. Let's pull 3 messages for the collective. Anyone that tuned in today, this reading is for you. Yes, it's a full moon reading, but again, we all believe in divine timing here on this channel, so we know that if you touch this video even months from now, it is still applicable to what you are experiencing, so stay open. The first message is create a new positive habit, heal self-criticism, and read healing materials. So this full moon energy is really asking us to, like I said, pause and reflect. How can I go after my goals in a major way, in a way that's very different than what you may normally do? If you're more timid, if you're more of a people pleaser, this full moon energy in Gemini is saying step into your complete voice and use your intellect because you know what is best for you. Yes, you have that deeper knowingness with that spiritual awareness, but you also understand just from you being you, you've learned throughout time what serves you. So you can trust your voice during this season. Create positive habits that allow your voice to be heard. Create positive habits that allow you to hear yourself. So taking quiet time, going within during this full moon. What does that look like for you? Does it look like taking a quiet drive somewhere different? Or maybe it's just settling in for the night instead of going out and being in these streets. Maybe it's just you going somewhere and having dinner or a drink by yourself. But create time to hear your own voice so that you don't have your friends interfering, you don't have media interfering, social media or otherwise, but you just have that moment of clarity between you and you. That's a beautiful new positive habit to create. The number 15 on here can also be interpreted as 6, and 6 is the Lover's card in tarot. We love the harmony that 6 brings. We love the divine union between the masculine and the feminine parts of our being. We love honoring the outer world, but taking a beat to honor the inner world. That harmony, that merge, it's being called out of you during this time. There's some goals that you're going after, but you're going after in a very ego-based way. Spirit is asking you to now give a positive new habit for the spiritual components to develop within you and really take that goal forward. If you keep doing things one-sided, lopsided, the opposite of 6, then you really will have a hard time seeing the results really take root. 1 and 5 on this card also are about manifesting the changes that we desire. 1s in numerology are about new beginnings, manifesting our heart's desires, our wishes. This is the number that is a beginning, a fresh energy. Coupled with 5s are about change and transformation. We know this moon is definitely calling us to transform ideas into things, transform the old into the new, get rid of things that are blocking us seeing the truth, and listening from a different part of our being. So not just listening to speak, but listening to really, really deeply understand. Heal self-criticism is our second card for this full moon. Oh man, this one really hits home for me this season. I mean, it's in the air. It's like the comparison, energy, and feeling not enough. No matter what you put in, you're feeling like you're getting less out. And that scarcity feeling, that deprived feeling, it really is draining. Heal self-criticism is saying monitor the voice, monitor that voice that likes to go off and belittle you and make you feel like you're not worthy of all of the greatness that you actually are worthy of, just by being who you are. Just by being the imperfect human that you are, you deserve all the things that excite you. But our egos like to say, no, 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 work harder, keep going, push yourself beyond your limits, drain yourself, get burnout, keep staying in that relationship, get talked to all kinds of wild ways, keep putting your voice last, keep going, give your kids all of you, never set boundaries for your own time. That voice isn't the voice we need to be listening to this season. Heal self-criticism, heal that pleasing nature that you may fall into, or heal that part of yourself that says, you don't know best. The rest of the world knows better. Heal that critic that likes to pick apart everything you create. This is the time to honor yourself. This full moon in Gemini is saying walk around with an arrogance almost about yourself, because that's what it's going to take sometimes to push through the self-doubt and the feelings of I'm not significant enough. You have to really build a bold story around your power. So do that during this full moon. Journal about how you're an amazing being. Really bring voice to yourself. Record yourself giving you a pep talk and play it often, because seeking validation from other people outside of you, it keeps falling short of what you really need. You really need to pump yourself up and silence that inner voice that likes to cut you down. Name that voice and call it out. Whenever it rises up, call it out so that you notice how fraudulent it really is. Have replacement sentences and words that really build you up. You deserve it this season and beyond. Finally, we have read healing material. It's time to turn off the TV, get off of the phone, find a book, take it easy. Even grab a journal that you've written in the past and see how far you've come. Honor your development. Even if it's your journal from the year, go back to January to February. Grab a planner. If you don't keep a journal, do you have a planner? Look at all the things that you have done, all the things that you have created over the course of this year. That's very healing. When you're noticing everything that's gone wrong, I want you to honor yourself over the next few days and give yourself so much love for everything that went right, everything that you tried to do, all the risk that you did attempt to take. The fact that you had these beautiful, wonderful, creative ideas and you took steps forward to make them happen. Those are wins. That's all success. So read that healing material and allow it to soothe you. Allow it to shake up this inner critic and instead replace with this knowingness that I can achieve. Because look what I've created so far. There's so much more for me to build, honestly. There's so much more for you to build, for you to give birth to, for you to explore. This is the season for healing. So you have to slow down in order for that to happen. Read something. Read a favorite book that you've, tabled to the side for that rainy day. Like, this is that time to be in silence, to read, to allow your imagination to get strengthened so that it's not only creating the worst case scenario, but it's pulling from an arsenal of empowering information. All right, guys, those are our messages for our full moon in Gemini. I hope you really take this time to do something for yourself and to build a plan that is not full of pressure and judgment, but build a beautiful, fun plan for how you are taking your goals to the next level, how you're transforming your life in all the ways that you've dreamt of, but step by step. You don't have to get it all done in one sitting. But this reading is about creating those small behaviors, those positive habits that learn to melt away this inner critic, enforcing him with beautiful words of confirmation and adoration and positivity so that you can feel healed and whole as we close out this year. Thank you so much. Remember to book your session with me at prettyspirits.com, and I look forward to our next time together. Bye.